Um, Hello,
Hello, everyone.
everybody. My name is Bashir Ahmed. I'm from BWBS Education Consultants UK, and today we are at the University of Law, London Moorgate campus, and I have Nat, who's the Director of International Recruitment at Global University Systems, representing University of Law. So we're going to show you around the campus, and then after that we will talk with the faculty members and the admissions team members to address any questions you may have. So we're just going to go on a tour of the first floor of the campus. It's a very big campus. So if I just can show you around the outside bit of the campus, it's a very live, vibrant and happening place at the heart of London.
We are in Moorgate.
Yeah,
in
this
Moorgate.
is in Moorgate. Yeah. So this is how it looks like from outside. At the heart of London, like I said, very vibrant place.
Many corporates around here. It's the business district of London.
Right. So we're going to go inside the campus, and it's a very big campus, but we're just going to show you the first floor, the ground floor of the campus. So Nat, here you go.
Please come. Welcome to Moorgate campus. So if you come along this side, please. This is the reception area where there's a reception, and welcome all visitors and students to this campus. At the moment, we just finished the Easter break, so the campus is quieter than usual, but usually it can be quite busy. For this campus, we're accommodating students mostly for postgraduate level and some of the undergraduate levels. We have two campuses in London. One is in Moorgate, another one is in Bloomsbury, or in central London. Shall we have a look inside?
Yes, please. Yeah, let's go. There's a very nice playground type of thing, if you want to show. It looks very good. It's not part of the university, but the view is very nice. Just show around that way.
Yes, so in summer it's very green and spacious, and the students love to hang out around here. A very beautiful part of London. So
let's go inside.
So security check before we come in.
It's a very highly secure building, so if you're planning to study at the University of Law, you know that you're in a safe place.
So we are entering the center part of the campus, and we're going to show you the computer labs available to all students, and the student lounge quickly as well. Please follow us. So in this building, there are 4 floors, and all classrooms and big size, small size available to our students. This is library room that students able to use over the weekend as well. We have little cafe in here for students if they would like to stay inside the campus and don't want to go out. However, there are lots of restaurants and cafes around the campus and in Moorgate area.
Right, let's go and show the library and the cafe.
So this is Little Cafe.
Right.
Oh my god, so funny. And
this is the library, right?
This is library and the cyber cafe or the computer lab that are available for our students to study as well.
Can we just quickly open and just show from outside, not going, because people might be studying there. But this is how it looks like. Okay.
Okay. Let me show you downstairs for the lounge, please.
Yeah, come over.
For downstairs, there's a student lounge that quite colorful and comfortable for students to hang out, to study, spend time among their groups, prepare for their study.
Right, okay. Let's come down. Wow, it's a very colorful, vibrant place.
Okay, so shall we go up now?
Yeah, let's go up.
So next, we have a special guest waiting for us, right, Bashir?
Yeah, we are going to talk to the faculty member from
From business school.
Business school. He's going to talk about University of Law. And if any one of you would like to ask any question, you can ask anything. So we're going to go to the faculty member from business school, and he's going to talk about new law.
Hello, Thor. So we ready for your interview?
Hello. Yeah.
Are we?
Hello. Hi. My name is
This
Bashir.
is Mr. Bashir.
Sorry?
Bashir Ahmed.
Bashir, Thor. Nice to meet you.
I think I've seen you before in
Yeah,
the
in the
partner summit.
last
in the
December.
last latest meeting,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
right.
we are live. If you can give your mic,
you're
we're
live,
live from
okay.
our Facebook page.
Oh, right, okay.
So we just want you to talk about University of Law, why a student should study at the University of Law, and your experiences and stuff like that. And if anyone has any question, they can ask and you can answer. But I don't know, Walid, do we have questions from the students? Can you see? If you have any questions, you can ask.
So shall we head over here and have
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
Right. So
Thank you.
please go ahead and explain or inform our students why they should study at University of Law,
Oh,
Especially business
question.
school.
Especially
especially business school. Yeah.
Well, I can only speak for the business school, but I mean, University of Law has a long history, obviously, of education and has been at the forefront of legal education or law education in the UK since 1876.
Okay.
So when the business school came into play, which was in 2015, I think it was when we started with undergrad, 15 or 16, and then the postgrad didn't start until 2018. So we're relatively young compared to our parent company, but in a way that gives us the edge because there's a business school, and the new business school where we're using new or novel approaches in terms of business education. So we have what we refer to as a flipped classroom, which means that students have to prepare for the class beforehand. They come into the class, and instead of having your typical lecturer lecture you and then kind of give you PowerPoint slides until you get bored out of your wits, we have workshops.
Right.
So the students should familiarize themselves with the main issues of that particular class. Come into class, so it might be a model on analyzing the market, analyzing the industry, analyzing the company. So you might do a pastel or a ports for forces or a SWOT analysis and things that people kind of are familiar with. You kind of familiarize yourself with how these models work, what you should be looking at. Then you come into the class, you're given a problem or a case study, and then you analyze that in groups. Right. So you're applying the models. And in our view, that kind of helps because the ethos of every program we have is to get people work ready, internationally work ready, making sure that they are aware of what is happening in the market, what is happening in the industry they may choose to work in. Often people have a very clear idea of what industry they want to go into, may not necessarily know the company, and that should be a side issue anyway. And the way that we build our assessments, for instance, is often that students can choose a company, they can choose an industry, and then they have certain tasks to perform. And by choosing, if they know that they want to work in the finance industry or the manufacturing industry or the travel industry, they can choose that industry to focus on in their assessments. So when it comes to them going for job interviews, they can speak to that industry with knowledge and understanding because they already know a lot about it because they've done their analysis as part of the degree. Now, we have found that because we have had placements, even though they're currently not part of our degrees, so we had in previous incarnation of the degrees, people could choose between, in some degrees, people could choose between doing a business project or a work placement for 3 months. And then we had degrees which had a year placement, which were then taken off, so we don't offer them anymore. but what's the space? We might be preparing to reintroduce that as an option. And we have found, we offered that, so the 3-month one were kind of, as I said, in older degrees. The report we got from employers then, and which we've again gotten from employers from the students that are doing the year placement currently, is that they're absolutely astounded by a level of knowledge that the students have about current issues that the industry is tackling. And we thank that the way that we've structured our modules, structured our courses. The lecturers we have, both the permanent lecturers as well as the visiting lecturer we get in, they are people from industry, that are people that have still ties with industry. So when they're bringing to the table discussions and in the workshops, discussions and case studies, they're using real life issues. They may pick up something in the news on the way into work in the morning and they bring that into the classroom. So students are very much dealing with and speculating about issues that are current.
Right.
And this, I think, helps students when they then go into the work market to acquire for a job, is that they know already some of the challenges the industry is faced with. And sorry, I'm just going to say, if I may close this, and that is very interesting because very important, because you have thousands and thousands of candidates that are graduating every year, and you need to be able to set yourself aside from them somehow, and that you can do that with industry knowledge. And if you're used to talking to that and kind of debating that and explaining that and understanding it, that will help you in your interview. Sorry.
Great. So talking about the career prospects, could you please talk about the employment promise of University of Law to our students?
So the employment promise is that if you haven't found a job, I think it's within 9 months, then you get 50% money back that you can use to do another degree, and you get a 50% discount, so you can do another degree completely free.
Right.
So 50% as cash, 50% as credit cards on
Right.
loan. Yes.
So, however, and this is why we feel that we can do that, is we are so certain of the quality of what we're doing and the success of our candidates based on how we do that, that we think that if you're a dedicated job hunter, and if you have done your degree diligently throughout the year that you're here with us to do a postgraduate degree, you will get a job easily.
Right.
There are obviously conditions to that, which people would have to familiarize themselves with. So you will have had to pass all your modules the first time around. You will have had to have a good attendance, and so on and so forth.
It's a fantastic opportunity, actually, because these type of things are not available, because we work with a lot of other universities. They don't offer such kind of things. So it's just a confidence from the University of Law about their teaching facilities.
The reason we are offering this scheme is not because, anything else, but we have 95% employability for our students. So we're actually pretty confident in the quality from our faculty teams, from student service, from employment team, the support student, as a whole package for students to success.
Right, great. We have got Matt with us as well. If you can please talk about the admissions process for international students.
Do I need to use this or?
Yeah, you can. You can. And then we're gonna see if we have any questions, and then we'll.
Okay, great. So hello everyone again. Very nice to meet you, and thank you for having us, the University of Law team here. So in terms of admission process, University has very clear admission entry requirements, even tuition fee, international student bursary for the upcoming intake on the University of Law website. So please Google it, and you will see all information is required. Very straightforward. Each programs as University of Law is not just offering law school or law programs. We are offering business school and science school as well. So on the website, you'll be able to see all the listed program available to your interests. And then as well as entry requirements, the required of English proficiency test, if required, if you are an international student and if it's not exempted for the English. Same as tuition fee and international student bursary, which is up to £3,000 for the 2024 fall intake. So that's just a summary of it. But if you have any queries, please do feel free to let us know. We're here with Thor, which is the expert when it comes to our BWBS program. I'm saying based on my experience, because all students that we are in touch, once they graduate, they all have very good feedback back to us.
Right. Thank you so much, Nat. We have questions. People are asking questions, so I would try to questions and comments actually.
Okay.
So I'll try to see the comments and then ask you if there is anything relevant to admissions process. So we've got Tamu, who's asking what sets this university apart from other universities?
I think it is our stance on the employability of the students.
Right.
And all the students currently that do the business programs do a professional development module in the first semester, which gives them opportunity to work on the professional development. The outcome of that, it's a non-creditary module, but it's mandatory. And students have to do a professional development plan when they finish. They're given an opportunity which is very unusual in a regular MSc, which is to meet with a business coach that will help them develop their professional development plan. And we then give them an opportunity to have further sessions with that coach in the trimester 2 and trimester 3. But that doesn't feed into any of the other modules. And I would say that this is where we kind of put our money where our mouth is in terms of ensuring that the students are internationally work ready.
Right.
Because we're kind of getting them to understand that they should be developing themselves. And I've sometimes said, if you look at people that graduated from university with some IT skills in the early 1990s, which is pre-Facebook and pre the internet revolution and all the rest of it,
right.
If those people had not kept their knowledge up to date, they would be completely outdated, unusable in the market today.
Right.
And would have been so 10 years ago, let alone today. And this kind of just goes to show how important this was students to maintain their knowledge. And so part of what is being done in the professional development module, for instance, is to get students to develop what we refer to as the growth mindset, which is to realize the need to keep your knowledge, keep your training up to date, stay relevant in the market.
Right. Okay, great. Let me see, is there so many comments and questions?
I should introduce myself again, sorry. So my name is
Please.
Walid, and I'm the program director for all the postgraduate programs in the business school that are delivered on our campuses here in the UK.
Right,
Sorry
okay.
about that.
So the next question from Chidnima, how flexible is the mode of payment? I think that is the right person. Yeah.
So when it comes to the payment plans, for international students that I'm going to talk about specifically on this call, is there are flexible payment plans up to 3 installments for international students. However, a student would need to comply when it comes to admission, CAS process, etc. And then after that, you have some flexibility when it comes to choosing your payment plans, or if you somehow, however, have difficulties when it comes to your situation when you're already in the UK, please do speak with our finance team or your student services and the support, so we can look at base what we can support you.
Right. The next question we have is, does ULaw have Nigeria Society in all ULaw campuses?
Thank you very much for the question. We have students from over 120 nationalities currently from all around the world, and we expect a few more new nationality adding up because, thanks to our partners like BWBS as well. But yes, we have lots of students from Nigeria who have studied with us or currently studying with us. I need to double check when it's come to the official club that we say, but I know in terms of student population, we already have students from Nigeria studying in London with their 2 campuses in Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham.
Right. There's plenty of questions coming in, so it's an engaging session. Thank you for all your engagements to the viewers. The next question is ULET exam valid to apply for other universities?
Unfortunately, it is not, because it's our internal English test, which is free of charge for any international student who would like to, pursue a study with us on the business program and PG level. You can only submit for ULET internal English test request once you submit application to ULET. So it is an internal English test.
Okay. We've got Glory from India asking, is there any English waiver? I mean, she's talking about IELTS waiver. for Indian students?
I know I'm going to have this question. That's why I explained. Thank you so much for the question. And at ULO, currently, yes, or I would say most of the programs, if you completed 50 or 60% from CSB board, then we can consider to work on English. Why don't you, if you're interested, then get in touch with the BWBS team and then ask for the exact information. I'm sure the team can help you look at your profile and advise whether your educational background will match with the entry requirements.
Right. Next. Yes, sure.
Can I just add to that? Even though you get an English waiver, I think it's very important, again, if we come back to the employability of the students, that they understand that, I came to this country because I'm not English. I came to this country about 20 years ago.
Right.
And even though I had been studying English for 10 years and thought I had a really good understanding of English, I understood everything that I read. I could understand how to write things quite easily. But when it came to communicating and talking, I found it sometimes difficult to kind of remember the words that I wanted to use. And then when somebody said the word to me, I remembered it. But that is practice.
Right.
And the students that come here from international countries outside of the UK, even if you feel that you have a very good grasp of English, come here. We have a very effective English department that will help our English team that does all kinds of exercises and activities for students to further develop their English.
Right.
And students should do that regardless of how well they think they speak the language, just to kind of facilitate the communication. And again, if they wanted to use the 2-year graduate work visa we currently have, again, it would be absolutely crucial for them when they start applying for jobs that they show that they have a very good command of the communication skills to be able to talk and converse and debate and argue their case in English, which they would get more by serious class interaction and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, the tendency of the national students from similar countries to kind of group themselves together and kind of speak their native language, even in the classroom, which we're trying to discourage. So it's very important that they can understand that they have this opportunity to really develop their English language.
Right. Okay.
I can't agree more on that.
Do something.
No,
No,
thank
sorry.
you. Yeah, I can't agree more on that point. And just remember, you're going to be in a new country, new culture, new environment, professionally as well. So very important. And we have all those support at ULO.
Right. Is placement available for some courses at ULO?
Currently, we don't offer the program with placement. However, we are looking into the possibility and the interest. So if if anyone interested, then maybe you can send feedback to ULO and we can reconsider.
Right.
It might possibly be from September 2024.
Right.
If things, that we might introduce a placement opportunity at least to our MSCs. I'm not sure we can move that fast, but there are discussions whether we should, whether we could, and in what form.
Right. Okay. So next question: student accommodation. Are student accommodations easily available near the campus, or is there anything that ULO does to help students with accommodation?
Definitely. So there are, in terms of ULO owned campuses, there are 7 campuses around the UK, 2 in London, and the rest are in big cities such as Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds, Bristol, Nottingham. Did I miss anything? Okay. So when it comes to accommodations, I would say the availability depends on which campus you choose. But even in London, for example, we have the accommodation portal that the university partner with and able to support you, even the dedicated team that actually support you. So I would say accommodation is not much of an issue, but of course you need to give yourself a time, not just one day before you come and sort it out.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Many questions actually. I don't know how many we can address. What is the assessment method? Is it theoretical or assignments, or what is?
So all the modules on the business courses have 3 different formats of assessment. So the end module assessment can either be a written report, where the students are given a case study or some task to analyze, and they have to analyze and then prepare a 2,500 word report, written one, where they're supposed to critically analyze something, draw conclusions, and based on their conclusions or analysis, to write up some recommendations. We have another one where students are supposed to prepare a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, not to deliver, but to do with kind of explanatory notes, and then they submit that file where they do something that they would have taken them maybe 20-25 minutes to deliver. And the explanatory notes are things that they would have said if they were delivering it face to face. That all needs to be academically attributed and credited and sourced and cited, obviously. And then the third form of some of our assessment is a portfolio.
Yeah.
Where they have to, and they will be working on it towards the throughout the semester to do activities in the workshop, which then contribute to the portfolio. Some actions, activities where they do something, and then in the classroom, they then carry on after the classroom and complete it, do some analysis and put it into the portfolio, and then they move on to the next one in the next workshop. And then at the end of it, they write up kind of a 1,500 word summary report to kind of tie it all together, and then they submit their portfolio.
Right. Okay. Next question is, there are many. I'm just keeping some of them actually.
Maybe we can choose a few more before we wrap up.
Yeah, probably a couple more. How does University of Law help students help the sponsorship students who require cars before payment by the sponsor? I don't know.
I believe this is some sort of government sponsorship, or I believe in Africa, if I'm not mistaken, from the Inquirer. So I would say if you would need some sort of let's say from the university, then please do get in touch with the appointed partner or agency that you work with, and we can work it out throughout the process, because it will be individual as well. The university or admission team needs to understand, which funding you're receiving from, or what's the process. I would say it's really specific individual, and we're happy to look into that and support individual case.
Right. One more question. How much deposit is required for international students?
Yes. Currently, the deposit for international student is £6,000, and once the university confirmed to receive the payment, then you will have access to cash shield and process accordingly. And this is, I would say, the standard of the practice. We work with our partners closely when it comes to supporting students to complete cash shield process and etc.
Right, 2 more questions and we're going to wrap up. Although there are many questions, we'll try to answer them after the live finishes. But the second last question is, how many campuses do you have?
Very good question. Well, we have our own new law campus, if I may say that, because we have 7 campuses that the University of Law, situated in the UK and offer our programs. 2 campuses in London Moorgate and Bloomsbury. Very good location for international students, as they are in central London. If you come to Chinatown, Soho, that's very close to Bloomsbury, and I'm sure the international students would find it very feasible to be living around here. The rest of the campus are in Birmingham, Manchester, Leeds, Nottingham, Bristol, and those are also in the central location of the city as well, very well connected to the transport, etc. Apart from that, we also have partner institutions which don't own by the University of Law, but we deliver specific courses. For example, some of the law courses, for example, bar practice course at some of the partner university, such as University of Leeds, Exeter University, for example. Quite a few that you probably have seen on the brochure.
Right. Okay.
The business courses at the moment are only delivered in Moorgate, Birmingham, Manchester, and Leeds.
Okay.
But
right.
if we get a student cohort in any other campuses, it would be considered. So
Okay.
so we've done it to do it more on
We'll come back to the final question is, do you accept mature students for masters who have low academic score but they have industry experience?
Oh, I see. Like,
Yeah.
non-standard application. Would you like to answer that? Okay. Well, according to the, I would say, entry requirements, right? For example, the PG business program, it requires a 2 level in terms of the academic standing. However, if you are someone who is confident in your background, professional background, you might have your GPA from previous study lower than 2.2. Then maybe you can submit application. It will have to go through the non-standard application process, where the admission team will have to review together with the supporting documents. My recommendation is for you to submit good supporting documents, anything that's relevant to your professional backgrounds, together with your personal backgrounds, to enhance the visibility. The chance to be accepted. I'm not sure if Thor would like to add anything on.
Well, I would only say, I mean, we welcome mature students, obviously, because they bring a wealth of experience. And I think often they may want to do a business degree, a master's degree, just to kind of validate their experience, because they feel it's going to increase the chances in the job market. So we are quite happy to consider it. We would probably ask them to do a bit of a write-up about their experience and what challenge they've had. So if they've had managerial experiences, managed teams, been in a decision-making role where they had to kind of develop and then enforce strategy and so on and so forth, that would obviously be a big plus. They would probably be, they would be asked to have an interview with us. We would be establishing more clearly kind of their experience. But as you were saying, we were quite happy to receive those applications and consider them.
Okay, I have some questions. What is your application turnaround time?
Application turnaround time. Thank you. I would say very efficient when it's come to law, as everyone knows about it. The offer letter you can expect within, I would say generally, because it could be, case by case, but generally I would say from what we've seen is 48 hours, which is 2 days. If you don't receive your offer letter more than, let's say, 3, 4, 5 working days, there might be some sort of reason that we might require additional documents in order to review your application. So please do get in touch with your like BWBS, our partner, to understand more of the application process.
Okay, thank you. How many intakes do you have in a year?
We offer 3 intakes per year, per academic year, winter, and then summer and fall. I would say the big intakes, I would say, would be in winter and fall, which is in upcoming September. We're offering all programs in business school, law school and science school. Summer intake, where we are kind of finalizing the applications. This is going to be next week as an application deadline. It's only for business PG program. Lots of interesting programs that we are offering. And we have seen lots of students interested as well coming to our business school.
Okay, very good. Some of the students, they are from different background. For example, they studied their bachelor in computer science. Now they would like to study, suddenly they got interested studying law course. So it's called conversion course. So can you please explain a little bit about the conversion course?
Right. I will talk about law school and conversion course before I hand over to Thor to explain about business program, if we require students to have specific background or not. But when it comes to law programs, we have at University of Law, as we known as the largest legal provider in the United Kingdom, we are offering the courses from direct law program, which requires students to have law background in LLB, for example. But we also offering conversion courses in law program that help students who, let's say myself, I do not have law background, but if I would like to pursue my master degree in law field, then I'm able to attend this, what we call conversion course, to pursue my study and my career further. So we are offering that in the fall intake as well. Interestingly, though, the same as for business program, I believe, if I would like to emphasize on the background of student, if we require student to have, let's say, if student would like to study in project management or strategic management, do we require student to have business background?
Well, the same applies to the business programs, actually. It's conversion courses. So there's no prerequisite knowledge needed. You could have a degree in geography and then want to do cybersecurity management, and we would accept that. So the reason we do that is because it's conversion courses. So the students, they will be introduced to the main themes, concepts, and things like that during the induction. So it's very important that they attend the induction. We have kind of we can refer to it between us as a boot camp, where we have, so for each program, there is a bit of a 2-hour boot camp where kind of the main concepts for that particular course are kind of introduced. And then in each module will then start by just kind of repeating and then going over the main concepts that are relevant to that particular module. Now, the other thing that we have, because we've got 3 intakes a year, so you can find yourself in a classroom with people that have joined the previous semester, and you could have people that have joined 2 semesters ago. So students that are finishing the degree, this is the last semester or this is the second semester. And then we have students, so we've got 3 levels of students in that. So it also gives you the opportunity to kind of get support from your fellow students, almost like a mentoring kind of scheme, if you like, where the students can kind of enhance your knowledge through support in the classroom. But we don't rely on that. So obviously it's our responsibility to make sure that you have the knowledge, and we do that through the introduction in the first couple of sessions of the module.
Thank you. One more question is University of Law, they offer many conversion courses, such as for law. I think psychology also you have one course, and also cyber security, computer science. So University of Law is not offering only law courses. They have business
school logo right there.
They have a business course, computer science, psychology, and they have plenty of conversion course which people can study from different background, and there is no restriction to study.
There has sometimes been a misunderstanding that I found for the business school, saying, "Oh, you're a business school for lawyers." No, we're not.
The real business school.
We're a business school, we're placed within the School of Law, but we are not a business school for law. So we're a business school for anyone that wants to study business. And the same for psychology, same for the computing. I will say though that because we've got, so you mentioned cybersecurity, so our School of Computing has courses that are more technical. The cybersecurity within the business school is from a management perspective. So students should not come in there and expect to get a technical, they will not come out of it as cybersecurity specialists in terms of being able to build firewalls and virus protection software and all the rest of it. That is, we do not teach coding or anything like that. It's from a management perspective, doing risk analysis, making sure that they understand how and they can kind of converse with the specialist.
Fantastic. I have one more question. Could you please give one small speech for those students who wants to develop or enhance their career in law, such as some people, they want to study LLB, someone wants to study LPC, so but at the moment it's changed the name. Just a little bit, someone wants to do the bar practice.
Okay. So when it comes to the interest to be a legal practitioner, it's in my dream as well. I wish I could turn back time and do one of those. I think it's a very skillful education to have, and in the UK there are certain routes for students to follow. Either you are a domestic student or you are international students. If you like to pursue your legal career in the UK, then either you complete the Bachelor of Law and turn your interest into become solicitor, which you then will start the LLM program. You use to LLM SQE 1 and 2 to prepare yourself throughout the solicitor route. Before it's known as LPC, but now as the regulation has changed a couple of years back, then the module of study has slightly changed. Nevertheless, ULaw is still offering the program to support students to pursue to become solicitor in the UK, or if you like to obtain this degree and go back home to be a legal practitioner in your home country, that's also very useful. As you know, UK degree is highly respected worldwide. If you are an international student who like to pursue or become barrister, then we also have the bar practice course, which is very well known in the UK by the University of Law, has very high passing rate, population as well. So just now we have a question, what's unique about this university? I also will agree with Thor when it comes to employability and the passing rate. We have excellent track record, I would say, and percentage of our own students who actually acquire those. And this reflecting on the quality that university offering in terms of the faculty, education, and supports to our students. Nevertheless, the financial support when it comes to international student and bursary. Just to inform everyone that for this upcoming fall intake, we have still offering international student bursary up to £3,000 because it varies from program to program and campus inside London or outside London. But we're still offering up to 3,000, which then helps to support your education in the UK with us. Our tuition fee is quite affordable. So do get in touch with our partner and get more information.
Right, we're gonna end the session here just to wrap up. It was a nice, engaging session. We are an authorized representative of Global University Systems representing University of Law. So if you could invite the applications through us and then conclude this session, that would be great.
Yeah. So if you are international students, wherever you are right now, in India, Africa, Nigeria, whereas Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, if you're interested and already get in touch with BWBS, then find out about our information offering insights about University of Law, as we've been partnering with BWBS for quite some time. We work very closely together and ensure that your success to study in the UK will be fully supported by all of us.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining in. Oh, right. So, yeah, just to wrap up, before we wrap up, actually, I'm Bashir Ahmed from BWBS Education Consultants UK. So we are based in London. The headquarters is in London. We have 8 plus branch offices worldwide in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nigeria. And we work with 150 plus universities based in UK, USA, Canada, Australia, Europe, and UAE. Global University Systems representing University of Law is one of our closest partners, and we work very closely with them. They've got a wide range of courses available, not just law, but outside law. Business courses are also available around the year, 3 intakes in a year. So if you have any question, any query, any admissions requirement that you're not fulfilling with, you need any support, feel free to get in touch with us, and we will try our best to help you with your admissions process from day one till you arrive at the University of Law. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you next time.